Hello, fight fans. Seattle Mike, MMA with Friends. Everybody, please hit that like button if you like everything boxing, MMA, kickboxing, violence. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget to ring that bell so you're notified whenever I drop a new video or go live in just a few weeks for Max Holloway versus Calvin Kattar. That's going to be a great one. We got a lot of great fights coming up in 2021, and the return to Fight Island second week is going to be UFC 257. The main event is Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier. And guys, I do believe this will be for the lightweight belt, if not an interim lightweight belt. I don't want to see an interim lightweight belt. I want to see it for the vacant title, because I really don't see who else you give it to right now. Justin lost to Dustin. Justin beat Tony. The only other guy is Charles Oliveira, and I would give Charles Oliveira the winner of this fight. I think he's the guy. I think he deserves it. Possibly, Michael Chandler steals that shot and gets it should he get a victory over Dan Hooker. But let's break this fight down. Of course, it's been 5-6 years since the first time these guys fought. They are much different fighters. Dustin Poirier, Conor McGregor, both a weight class heavier. The first time they fought was at featherweight. Conor still got that similar style. He's still got his reflexes. He's still got the precision. I have no reason to believe that his skills have really declined since that first fight. Dustin Poirier's done nothing but get better. An interim champion now, and I know interim championships are thrown around, and tossed around pretty liberally sometimes by the UFC. But he had to win quite the battle against the guy that was the current featherweight champion at the time, Max Holloway. So I think he grew from that. I think he deserved that belt. Both of these guys have fought Khabib Nurmagomedov. Of course, the guy that still has the belt, it looks like he's retired, though. He even said that he wants this fight to be for that belt. So it looks like he's done, at least for now. What else is different? Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier. How much will Dustin be thinking about that first fight? Because Conor made it look pretty easy. For one thing, I think he intimidated Dustin. He had more experience, definitely striking. Coming into that first fight, Conor McGregor was a 2-weight division over in Cage Warriors before he came into the UFC. Dustin was still pretty green. Now, like I said, Dustin's fought for a championship. He did not look good against Khabib. He did have a guillotine attempt that looked like it might turn into something for a moment. Watching that film again, I don't think Khabib was ever even close to in trouble. I think maybe it was just the excitement of the undefeated Khabib looking like he might be in trouble. So a lot of us, including myself, and I'll put Joe Rogan in there, listening to his commentary back on that fight, I think we were kind of looking for something that wasn't quite there. I don't think Khabib was ever really in trouble. Conor McGregor, in the Khabib fight, he showed a lot of things. He showed a much improved takedown defense. Of course, Khabib took him down. He takes everybody down. But Conor fought those takedowns much better. He landed some shots. He made it to the fourth round, a little further than Dustin. Dustin got finished in the second. And Conor, on the scorecards, probably won the first round ever against Khabib. I think that's more a testament to how great Khabib is, that he's only lost probably one round in his entire career than Conor. But he lost one. That's the guy to take it. Stylistically, this matchup, I think, kind of plays out like the odds do. Conor McGregor is a minus 250 favorite. And you're going to get about plus 180 on Dustin Poirier. So if you think he's going to win, if you watch the odds, I think you might get close to a 2-1 because I think more money's going to come in on Conor. Right now, I think the Irish are going to put some money in, and then just your casuals that Conor brings in. He's still probably the biggest draw in the sport. Most people would say not even probably, definitely. But stylistically, Dustin Poirier, he gets hit a lot. His head movement it's not conducive of where he is in the lightweight rankings. In the lightweight rankings, he's top 3. I think right now you have Oliveira, Conor, and Dustin. And everybody else, because of losses recently, they've been pushed down. Either losses to one of these guys or losses to somebody else. These are the top 2 tier guys. But like I said, Dustin, he got hit a lot against Max Holloway, which Max Holloway hits everybody a lot. He also landed a lot of shots. He got hit a lot against Dan Hooker. Dustin Poirier, he just gets hit a lot. Conor McGregor comes into this. He only has a 2-inch reach advantage in the range, but he uses it very well because of his style. Because how he puts that lead out there. He uses that southpaw position, that stance to his advantage. I think he's more accurate. I think he throws more powerful punches. And I think he's going to be able to keep this fight on the feet for the most part. Dustin might get it down to the ground once. Dustin, he's not a bad grappler. His jiu-jitsu is very solid. Conor really, he's not a jiu-jitsu guy. We're not looking for a Conor McGregor submission right now. But his takedown defense and his jiu-jitsu defense, it's gotten much better. It's pretty good. Conor McGregor's a championship caliber fighter. And Dustin Poirier is right there. I just feel like he's one rank below in a few ways, and if you put them on a video game and you added up power, precision, grappling, all those things, maybe Dustin comes out even. But in this stylistic matchup, I just feel like Conor has a lot of advantages here. I think he's going to have better defense. I think he's going to have better leg kicks. I think he's going to be more precise. I think he's going to have more power. And I think Dustin Poirier is not the toughest target to hit. And I think that's going to spell possibly disaster for Dustin. I'm going to throw one more thing out there for Conor, and that is he's really trained a lot in the last couple of years on punishing guys that go for takedowns. You've seen the evolution starting against Khabib, and then you really seen it against Cerrone. I know a lot of people talk about Cerrone, taking a dive in that fight. I don't think he took a dive. I do think he definitely froze in the moment. But he went for some legitimate moves that would generally work. A lot of times when he went for the takedowns, Conor had all these counters, the shoulders, the knees. Go back and watch that fight. Conor, he was very elusive. There's a lot that happens in a very, very short time. It wasn't like Conor just landed one shot. His reflexes were very good. You can tell that he was working on a lot of the holes in his game. And I just feel like Conor gets it done. I think, this goes deep into the third round. And I think he either takes out Dustin in the third round or it goes all the way to a decision. The big thing, weakness for Conor that you have to think about if it goes that far is his cardio. And that's going to be one of Dustin's big advantages, I feel. I do think Conor will pace himself, and his cardio is much, much better. I don't think, I know his cardio is much, much better at 155 than it is at 170. He's fought these 5-round fights. He went the distance and won that fight, even though, it was very close and a little controversial with Nate, and that was at 170. Went almost the whole 4 rounds with Khabib. I don't think cardio is going to be the biggest issue. I don't think it's going to be the deciding factor in this fight. I just think Conor gets it done, either by a late knockout finish or by a unanimous decision. But let me know what you guys think. Is the king back? Does the diamond rise? Is this fight closer than what I'm calling it? Are the odds makers off? Is this even a good bet, you think, maybe on Dustin? Do you think that, 5-6 years later, Dustin has the stylistic advantage? I'm really curious what you guys think on this one, because I kind of feel like maybe I'm missing something on the prediction on this one, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Guys, as always, thank you for tuning into another video. I love you. I respect you. And I'll see your fine asses later.